Today is day 13 of your 40-day mission-minded family challenge. Throughout this third week, we are focusing on establishing the foundation of prayer in our homes, the importance for us as parents to have a consistent quiet time, how to encourage our kids in their prayer walk, praying together as a family, and praying for the needs of this world. If we want to make God known, we need to take time to know God. Today is day 13, and our family mission resource is C.T. Stead, No Retreat, from YWAM's Christian Heroes Then and Now series. C.T. Stead and his wife Priscilla are also featured on 3 pages in the Mission-Minded Family, because we can learn not only from missionary strengths, but we can learn from some of their weaknesses as well. I encourage you to take a look at that. In this week's World Geography Overview, we're learning where to find the countries over in Western Africa: Senegal, the Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, Guinea, Sierra Leone, and Liberia. I encourage you to go to joshuaproject.net to learn about unreached people groups throughout the world, and try that Africa quiz at lizardpoint.com and see how you do.
C.T. Stead said, "If Jesus Christ be God and died for me, then no sacrifice can be too great for me to make for him." What I want to talk about today is the importance of sacrificing, giving some of our time to God in prayer. Eternally effective families consist of families who consistently pray. I want to just encourage you that as a family, we need to be praying and spending time with God in order to hear his voice, to hear his direction, to find out what he wants us to do for our lives. And as parents, one of the most important things we can do to instill in our kids about the importance of prayer is for our kids to see us praying. The Bible says in Psalms 127, "Unless the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain who builds it. Unless the Lord guards the city, the watchmen stay awake in vain." You know, sometimes we're all worried and concerned about our kids, but what God says is he wants to build and establish our home. You know, Jesus said, "Follow me and I'll make you fishers of men." In the New Testament it says, "Follow me as I follow Christ." We want our kids to follow us as we're following the Lord, and one of the most important ways we can do that is by personally setting an example for personal, private prayer as moms and as dads. What I want to encourage you today is a mission-minded family challenge. I want to encourage you to set up a time that you are spending with the Lord every day. It can help to have a time in your day, maybe set your alarm a little bit earlier, maybe find a time in the afternoon, maybe before you go to bed at night, but set a time, set a place. Where are you going to have this meeting time with God? Okay, yes, we go and we're with him all throughout the day. However, you need to have a time and a place where you meet with him one-on-one. Set a time, set a place, and be consistent in your prayer life. You know, as a little girl, my dad used to have a time in prayer. He had this little sunroom that was right off of my bedroom and off of my parents' bedroom. And so every morning I would wake up and I'd see my dad with a cup of coffee, his Bible, and a devotional book. And he was so consistent in just his personal time with the Lord that had a tremendous impact on me as a little girl. The Bible says in James 5:16, "The effective, fervent prayer of a righteous man avails much." The effective, fervent prayer of a righteous man. You know, the only way that we are righteous is through Jesus Christ. And as parents, we need to rely on his grace and spend that personal time with the Lord. So today, for your challenge, parents, moms and dads, I want to encourage you to develop your personal prayer life with the Lord.